Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Jesus, that's my intro apparently. Anyway, hi, I haven't made a video for a while. Thanks for anyone who's watched my videos that I've made. I've made three. Two of them were kind of popular. I haven't made one for a long time, but today we're going to be talking about the truth about the Witcher TV series. Now, the Witcher TV series is coming in late 2019, something that most of us know. There's going to be 8 episodes in this first season, and I'm not sure about you, I'm quite excited for it. Don't know whether it'll be a good thing or a bad thing, but hey, we'll find out, okay? Some basic footage in the back, just the trailers for the video game, just because I think that's a nice thing to watch in the background, and just some Novigrad music, because hey, the best music, am I right? Anyway, so we're gonna, go over a couple things in this video, about 4 main things. We're gonna be talking about the cast of the series, the truth about the Netflix season of the truth, and why the truth is actually a good thing. So without further ado, let's go over the video. So the first thing to address, as most people would think, is the cast, because there's been a lot of controversy about the cast. So we're just going to go on a list kind of fashion and just talk about who's who. So Geralt is going to be played by Henry Cavill, who we all know as Superman and was recently in Mission Impossible, as some of you might have seen. Ciri is going to be played by Freya Allan. IMDb doesn't really say much about her. Literally, the one thing it says is that apparently she got 5 A-stars, 2 A stars, and 2 A's in her GCSEs. So that's great. But she's going to be in this weird 2020 War of the Worlds Edwardian era remake. Okay. Anyway, Yennefer's going to be played by someone called Anya Chalotra. She was in a TV series called Wanderlust, which was okay. Apparently, I haven't seen it. She was in 5 episodes of that. So that was, as we can see, Ciri and Yennefer not being played by massive A-list actors, but this can be a good thing. You can discover, like, Daisy Ridley, who was in the Star Wars films, hadn't been in anything before, and then she was, well, she's a great actress, and she's going to be in a lot of things to come. Adam Levy, who a very established theatre actor, is going to be playing Musak. For those who haven't read the books, Musak is Ermion from Skellige. Dandelion's going to be played by Joey Batty, or Beatty, I don't know how to say his name, but not really much to say about him, if I'm being honest. Triss is going to be played by a woman named Anna Schaefer, who is probably the most known of all the people that isn't Henry Cavill. She was Romilda Vane in the Harry Potter series, the one from Slytherin, and she was in the Hollyoaks TV series as well. And finally, Fringilla Vigo is going to be played by Mimi Nidaveni. And the reason we bring up Fringilla is this is the person who's had the most controversy ever. So we're going to quickly talk about her for about a minute. She was in a remake of Legend of Tarzan and also Cinderella. So let's quickly address this controversy first. So the first thing we should really say is that a lot of people are very angry because there are some different races being used. So a black person was used for Fringilla Vigo, who is white in the video games. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, say it's not that deep. Race isn't actually that big of a thing in the books. A lot of people say it's based on Nordic culture, which it is. But at the end of the day, just because it's based on Nordic culture does not mean that, artistic license can be used. It's not as if it's based in Africa or America, the Netherlands, Australia, South Africa. It's a made-up place. So we can have people from different races, because whoever's right for the role is right for the role, in my personal opinion. You might disagree with me, but that's okay. But let's not count off the show because someone is black who's being cast. I just don't think it's not that deep. If Geralt was black, but like, I'm not gonna lie, Idris Elba would have been a fucking awesome Geralt. I'm just saying, it would have been a fucking awesome Geralt. That's just my take on it. But everyone's got their own takes. But there's a lot of controversy on people like Fringilla and Yennefer being, I think Yennefer's like mixed race. Some people are having a bit of a problem with this, and so is Triss. Some people have a problem with this. My opinion on it is it doesn't really matter. If they do well, they do well. If they're bad actors, then we can criticize them. But let's not criticize them for their race. I think that's the wrong way to approach it. Anyway, so now we've established the cast, let's talk about the truth about the Witcher TV series. So recently we had more images of Geralt, played by Henry Cavill, released to everyone in the media. He looked quite good on Roach and everything. And one of the big things you saw in the comment section was, where are his 2 swords? He doesn't have 2 swords in his back. Where is his beard? He has no scars. Grr. And so I need to address this because this isn't based on the games. This is based on the books. And that's what we're going to establish in this video. That is the truth. And I'm sorry to be clickbaity, but that is the simple truth. Which is why the swords In the books, Geralt does not carry 2 swords on his back. He carries the silver sword he uses on monsters on Roach. That is on his horse, okay? The games make him carry 2 swords because, well, when you're running out about, it's kind of difficult to go back and forth to your horse. Anyone who's played Red Dead Redemption knows that. So they put 2 swords in the back for convenience. But it's clunky, doesn't really make sense for an actual thing. As for the beard, he hates beards in the books. He absolutely hates them. Doesn't want to grow them, always grows, shaves off as soon as he can. Which is why there's actually a bit of dialogue when you go into Skellige where Yennefer asks him why he grew out his beard. And the final thing is the scars. The scar on his face doesn't happen in the books. It doesn't. He doesn't have a scar on his face in the books. That's just simple. So now that we have addressed the fact that this is based on books, that is the truth. The games which were made, which we all love and we all, adore, and we knew about The Witcher, is not what Netflix is choosing to base and establish their, show on. And there's a bunch of reasons for this. 3, in my opinion, which we're going to get to. But I think we need to establish is that the books have a timeline. Andrzej Sapkowski wrote them in the mid-90s to the early 2000s. And when the books were written, that was the storyline. When the last book was written, which was Lady of the Lake, when that last book was written, that was the end of the Geralt, Ciri, Yennefer, Witcher, saga. That was the end of the saga. When CD Projekt Red came along and said that they wanted to continue it, none of that is canon. The CD Projekt Red games aren't canon. Andrzej Sapkowski did not work on them. They are merely, in some ways, fan fiction. They're fucking incredible fan fiction. I don't think for a moment I'm criticizing them. I love the games. But they're not really canon. The original work is Andrzej Sapkowski, and he could write another book after Lady of the Lake, and that could be canon. He decides what happens to Geralt, not the show or the games. But really, you can all choose what your own headcanon is and enjoy, and that is the truth. The TV series will be based on the books. As for the reasons for that, there is 3 main reasons. The first is it's a business decision. Now, the reason it's a business decision is CD Projekt Red is an entire massive company. Since the release of The Witcher, they are now a multi-million-dollar company. You think they released The Witcher 3, The Witcher 2, very, very accredited games. Witcher 1 kind of did okay. But then they've now released Gwent, which is doing very well, and they've also got Cyberpunk, which is doing incredible. In the sense of a lot of pre-orders are coming out, and it's being released soon, and a lot of hype towards this game. So they're a big company, and negotiating a contract with that company, that wouldn't be easy. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sorry for the loud noise there, but I'm trying to make a point. That wouldn't be easy. What actually would be easy is talking to one guy, Sapkowski, who would just ask for a cut. One cut instead of one entire company. I think we can tell what Netflix would pick, and let's be honest, Netflix do like to cut corners. That's kind of a fact. The second is structure. The games have a way of storytelling which fits gameplay of running in between places. That wouldn't actually make sense in a movie. We know this because video game movies never work. Halo, Assassin's Creed, all that shit, they don't work. They just don't. The structure is completely off. If you tried to make a TV series off of an open world game, it wouldn't work because one of the big things that we all love about The Witcher is the exploring, the going from place to place, the finding the gear. A lot of the side quests, which are some of our favorite parts of the game, Gwen wouldn't be in this show. And the third bit, which is the most important thing, is choices. In the games, you make choices. You pick Yennefer, you pick Triss, you have 3 different main endings. How does the TV series tell you what is right and what isn't? That's a tricky slope, and a lot of people who love some people like the Ciri ending. And everyone knows what I mean when I say that, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but some people love that ending, which is odd. And some people love the Witcher ending, or the Nilfgaard ending, and everyone knows what I mean when I say this. And some people love Yennefer, some people love Triss. And to establish that would be awful, and we'd hate that, because the great thing about The Witcher is that we choose what we like. I, for one, hate Redania. I just do. And I love Temeria. Some people like Redania, and some people hate Temeria. Some people love Nilfgaard, some people hate Nilfgaard. There's loads of different opinions. Some people hate Triss, some people love Yennefer, some people hate Yennefer, some people love Triss. That's the great thing about The Witcher games. They allow you choice, and they allow you to pick what you like and you don't like. Okay? The books have a more set structure, and if you base them on the books, you can't go wrong. You're not going to upset anyone with that. You're just not. And as long as they keep to the story, to the main part, which it seems they're going to do, from what the casting list, it looks like they've kind of missed out some characters, but as long as they tell the story okay, I'm not really going to mind too much about that. So, now that we've established that, now let's talk about why this is a good thing. why the fact that it's based on this is a good thing. And quite simply, because a lot of the Witcher fanbase is going to become divided if they base them on the games. They're going to moan at one another about what choice is better, whereas if we base it on the books, where, let's be honest, Geralt picks Yennefer in the books, that is just a fact, no one can argue that because we all knew that anyway. We all knew this, and if you didn't, a lot of people don't know about the Witcher books. This is a chance to educate people about what happened before The Witcher 1. What happened to Geralt. And that is an abuseful thing, because I have read the books. A lot of Witcher fans have read the books. A lot of them haven't. And that's okay. And this is a way to teach people who don't really have any motivation to read the books, because a lot of people hate Sapkowski and don't want to buy his book, which I kind of understand. They want to be able to watch a show and find out, rather than just watching a cringy YouTuber like me explain it. And a show with a big budget that could bring the show to life would be great. It would be more accurate. The casting looks relatively decent. And that's why I think this is a good thing. Either way, the show could be bad, it could be great, it could be awful, it could be terrific. We should just watch it and find out. And at the end of the day, we're a community. The Witcher community is powerful. They're only making this TV show because there is such a fan base. You think this is not a Polish show like the one that was released in 2002 or something like that. This is a show that's being released on Netflix in an English-speaking language. And that is amazing. Because that is purely being made for the video game fan base alone. And the reason that they're going to make this about the books is because they know that the majority of people who play the game have not read the books. And that will leave surprise and suspense at every corner. Because let's be honest, the games do an awful job at explaining what happened in the books. Because if you have not read the books, you just don't know. And that's the amazing thing. Anyway, that is my take on it. I want to finish this video off by having a little epilogue, if you like, about my channel. I just want to apologize for anyone who was waiting for videos on this, because apparently some people were. I got comments like that. That's cool. Thank you for supporting. I have 850 subscribers, which is like not big, but that's triple digits and near to quadruple digits, and that's kind of nuts for someone who's made 3 videos and hasn't touched it in 2 years. So if you've subscribed and you've left a comment, be it nice or not nice, if you've liked, if you've disliked, thanks. That's great. It's incredible how you can put something in the internet and apparently 130,000 people can see it. Whether that is the same 130,000 people and not like one person rewatching it like 50 times. Thanks, Mum. I don't know. But either way, I think it's pretty awesome. I think the Witcher community is probably the best community out there. The meme pages, the videos, all the Easter eggs that people discover. It's an amazing community, and this TV series is a chance for us to come together and watch something. We can all agree it's shit if it is, and we can all agree it's great if it's great. Or we can just discuss it. But the Witcher Reddit page is something that we all love. We're a great community. So thank you for showing some love to my channel, and let's continue to share our love for this amazing series, this amazing universe that we've all grown to adore and watch and pay attention to. Thank you very much. Please leave a subscription if you want to see more videos. I'm going to hope to make some more soon. I don't know though. We'll see. I can't make any promises. Which is, I mean, I guess your subscription doesn't own to me anything. But just do whatever the fuck you want. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you didn't like this video, please leave a dislike. And then leave a comment and tell me why you didn't like it. And that's okay. If you disagree with anything I've said about why this is a good thing, please debate. You know, don't come out and call me names about my opinion. But just have a discussion with me, because I think there's a lot of things that unravel. A lot of people have really strong opinions on the race of the characters, but I'm more than happy to have a debate about this with you. So thank you very much for taking your time. Sorry this was a long ramble. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you the next 2 years.